Day 15, April 23rd. Last time I videoed, I was considering stopping after 12 or 13 miles, but ended up continuing another 6 miles, and actually for a total of 20.5, and stopped and camped at a Yellow Springs old coal mining village, 1850s. Kind of cool. I guess the village, more of it is down in that direction, but from 1850s I can't imagine very much is left. There are a couple foundations over here, and back in that direction there was a well, very deep rock-lined well. I couldn't see the bottom of it. So the day, it was a cold, rainy day yesterday. Now the sun is shining. It's beautiful, warming up. It's supposed to be a very nice day. Probably do about 10 miles and stop at a town called, I think it's Linkdale, and then maybe spend a night at a hotel. So overall, a good day yesterday. It's nice to have the sun shining, and we'll make some progress today. Okay. I have to give you just a sense of the forest right now. It's just great. Quiet, sun shining, kind of a hint of dew from it raining over the last day or two. You know, spring is coming. It's the sun, you can feel, is warm. Boy, really nice. General, actually pretty good trail here at the moment. More packed dirt than rock, which is unusual. And in this case, gentle sloping down, which makes it even a little more enjoyable. But beautiful morning, Sunday, 23rd, and met a couple at that campsite, Stan and Patty from Detroit, and what they've been doing when they take their vacations, just doing another section of the trail. And they particularly like Virginia. They were telling me a lot about Virginia, and they are planning to continue north. Hopefully at some point they'll retire, and likely then they'll get a chance to finish it. But it's been very nice, you know, meeting different people, kind of sharing stories, backgrounds, and catching up on people they've met along the trail, stories they've told. So, great morning to be going for a hike. Rausch Gap Shelter. Nice place. Take a little break. And if I go a little further, I don't know whether you can make out. I can't get down. It's interesting. They've got a little spring channeled here. But down there, and I'll try to get a picture a little later, of a nice, beautiful stream just running, very clear and strong, given the recent rain. Okay. Here's a little glimpse of that stream I was mentioning. Going pretty fast. Rausch Gap, Pennsylvania. We're finishing up for today. I'm going to get a ride from these guys down into Linkdale, and I think I'm going to call it a day. We'll probably go out, I think it's south, maybe a couple miles south, All right, more later. Good evening. Just wanted to close day 15 in Linkdale. Stopped at a Comfort Inn. Actually got a ride off the trail from the couple I mentioned, Stan and Patty. Thank you very much. It was tremendous. We had a nice lunch, and it was just great. They dropped me off at the hotel, and I've been relaxing here. Probably head out tomorrow morning. We'll see. Forecast is for rain tomorrow, and even heavy rain on Tuesday. So I'm a little reluctant, but we'll see how it plays out. But good end of day 15. Really sunny and warm essentially the whole day. So it was great. Okay, more later. Thank you. Okay, now we're well outside, well north of Lickdale. I think the AT kind of curls around, so we come back to Lickdale or Lebanon. But I'm heading north, with the goal being the William Penn Shelter, about eight or so miles from once I rejoined the trail. Did just meet a couple other section hikers, the Chief, and I forgot the other guy's trail name. It's from Maryland. The Chief is from Pennsylvania. They've been doing kind of picking off short sections, and they're part of a trail club that does this in both Maryland and Pennsylvania. But a couple of old guys, maybe a little older than me, and they're up and down these hills, so pretty impressive, including the Chief, who had, I think he mentioned, bladder cancer. So very impressive, and got to keep moving to stay healthy. So all good. Rain's holding off, and we're making good progress today. Okay, later update. I think I mentioned that I was met a couple guys, older gentlemen that were hiking sections of the trail, and met them based on a first for me. I was hitchhiking back to the trail. It was about a 2-mile distance from the town back to the trail, and I happened to be hitchhiking as a first here, and they picked me up. But funny, I think we ended up even a little further from the trail from where they picked me up, and we walked a good distance, I bet over 1.5 miles, maybe 2, to actually get on the trail. So kind of humorous. We're checking our maps, but we did find a good spot. They parked a car on one end and walking to a car on the other end, so it'll work out for them as well as for me. So it was really interesting interacting with them. A lot of good funny stories, and I think that's something you pick up on the trail, the people you meet, kind of the situations. It's kind of neat. Oh, I just got out of a very rocky section. Boy, it feels good to be able to stretch my legs. But I wanted to thank everyone. A number of people have visited the site, thecasasoutherntier.org, and I really appreciate the words of support, and a number of donations have also come in. So again, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated, and I know it's going to make a difference. So today, so far, now about 6 miles in, it's been sprinkling on and off, not really too bothersome. Really now ideal conditions, cool, and I can kind of stretch my feet. There were several sections just picking your way through basically rock fields and attempting to put a foot somewhere flat or where it's not going to slip because of the rain. So not too bad really, but I just take my time through those sections, and I'll continue to make progress, maybe a little slower than I might, but I won't twist an ankle. I won't get in trouble that way. So, okay, good progress, and I'll provide another update as I get closer to the William Penn shelter. Okay, I've reached the William Penn shelter. Looks like a pretty nice one. It is starting to sprinkle, so it's good timing. Picnic bench, and I think they're building another shelter right over there, but I need to locate the water. Not sure where that might be. The trail guide, AWOL's trail guide, said it was 0.1, so not very far. We'll see. Let me see if I can give you a better look at the shelter. Looks fairly new. I'll climb up here if I can make it and give you a sense of the bunk up here. Not very much light, but a nice platform. I think I'll try first time shelter up here tonight, as it's expected to rain more tonight and Tuesday, and then clearing, as I understand, Wednesday afternoon, Thursday, Friday are going to be good. So we'll give this a try for the night. Okay, good progress. Really probably closer to 8.5 or 9 miles on the trail today. Add maybe a couple miles to get to the trail, or so, 10 miles at most, but a good walk. And I think it's about 4 o'clock, so I think I'm in for the evening. Okay, more update tomorrow. Thanks.